Like everybody else, I've been following this story and it's quite upsetting. At this point, it looks like they found debris and there's probably no survivors. But I've been looking at it from a different perspective. There was a comedian online today. He was in my feed and he was making a joke about this submarine and about how he was going to book himself a submarine to go look at this submarine. And I asked myself, is there such a thing as too soon, right? People say that, and you hear them say like, oh, it's too soon for that. And what do we mean by too soon? And what is the role of comedy? My name is Dr. Peacock. I'm an adult psychiatrist. Well, comedy, it evolved as a tool and a technique to be able to manage threat in our lives. We used to sit around and tell stories, and the stories we would tell would be about our conquest and the challenges and the things that we took on. And we'd come back around the campfire and we would share these stories. And we had to make these stories manageable. So the world can be rendered or seen or viewed in different ways. It can be threat, insurmountable threat, the stuff that we'd have to shield ourselves from and run from. Or it could be seen as a challenge. And sometimes those challenges have to be rendered before us so we could survive. We couldn't just always shrink from the challenges of our life. So comedy is powerful. What's the science behind comedy? And what makes something funny? One of the theories is it's called a benign misdirect. You set up something that's potentially scary and then you say it in a different way. An example, if you set up and said, oh, I was just in New York City and it's crazy there. These drivers, they're so rude. So that's the setup. Crazy drivers are rude. And so you're expecting the natural direction is some sort of chaos on the street driving through the city. But a misdirect would be, oh, they're so rude. I can't believe the guy wouldn't let me comb his hair, or he wouldn't let me feed him or rub his belly. Those are misdirects. I don't know if they're funny, but they're misdirects. That's kind of funny. But I didn't know, so I didn't find this funny in this moment. I found it tragic. And so where's the line between tragic event that require us to handle threat in a way that is connected and shared in that moment? So I just felt great sadness and real anxiety and threat about thinking about these men dying. I thought about a father losing his son. I'm a father of 2 boys, and I thought, what a tragic event to see your boy die. And for me, that was difficult. I remember the day my father died. It was a terrible day. I made a joke as I was leaving the hospital right after his death. I said, and it was just before Christmas, and I said to those that were with me, I said, looks like I get to save a little bit of money before the holidays. It helped me in that moment, only for a moment. I don't know when it's too soon. This felt too soon for us, for me. Email me at larrypeacockmd@gmail.com. Everything on this and any other social media site is for entertainment purposes only. It's not meant to be construed as medical advice. If you have any specific questions, please always refer back to your provider. All questions should be general. Thank you very much.